Ugh. Apple and Samsung, they're best friends. Yeah, sure they are. Everyone's known about their rivalry for ages, with primarily the iPhone and Samsung Galaxy. That is what they're primarily known for. But I know them for a more different rivalry. It is between Airpods and Galaxy Buds. So let's look at the table here. Galaxy Buds 2. This video is finally coming out. I say this as I'm making it. Like, Samsung. Oh boy, I had high expectation for these. So I hate AirPods. So I wanted to see if their competitor was any good. So these are the Galaxy Buds 2 I got in graphite. Yeah, they're not in here. As I already showed you. They're right there. So let's see what the beans have cooked up. So let's look at the normal AirPods. These are the second gen AirPods. They're $130 on Apple's website. You can find them cheaper everywhere, of course, but still. Already, that's way overpriced, but come on, what did you expect from Apple? Okay, open it up here. Got the Buds. You can see what they're reminiscent of. They're basically the Apple wired earbuds if they have the cable cut off of them. And I hate these. Like, here's them. The Pros, Apple Pros, and the 3s, I've used them. They're not bad, but not great either. These are a mistake. So they take Lightning, which I mean, when these were released, made sense. I'd rather USB-C, which these have. And these fit horrible. Oh, these do not fit in your ear properly. They never have for me. They feel so uncomfortable. With no ANC or noise canceling. Horrible battery life on these, and usually they don't even want to connect to me. Apple. But Samsung. Ooh, it's a different story. See, yeah, there's the Buds themselves. Okay, open it up to these. It's actually a much nicer presentation. These open enough, which some people, like myself, have complaints with other Buds not being able to. If we take them out of your case here, get the little charger bits. The case gets a little filthy. It's just, ooh, look at that. Sound by AKG. Now, I know AKG. I've used their headphones before. Let me get them. Ew. These are my AKG K92s. And I had K240s, but the dogs got to them. Yeah, these are the K92s. Also, the dogs got to these too. I can't actually use these. But I reassure you, these are great. They look good. Like, designed in Vienna. Ooh. And these were some of the last headphones that they made in the Vienna office before Samsung bought them out. Hate you, and I love you at the same time. Yeah. AKG is a really pronounced sound company for their microphones and their headphones, as they're incredibly good quality. But these, well, they're not at all like how I would describe AKG's sound profiles. At least the K240s and my 92s here, they are not big on bass. Here, I can bring up the K240 graph. You can see that the bass is not very heightened. It's more treble focused. These do not be that at all. These are like rich bass. Like, get these off their stand here. The Audio-Technica, like these are like bass focused like these. I think these are more similar than they are to AKG. But I actually really like the bass on these. It actually, I'll say this, compared to even the Pros, because I borrowed my friend's AirPod Pros to try them. And I think that the bass on these is actually better than the AirPods Pro 2. On the other hand, though, these actually have noise canceling and transparency, which these don't. And I want to say the noise canceling is not the best I've ever used. I've used the XM4s, the over-ear kind, and those are probably the best noise canceling I've ever used. I have one noise canceling pair of over-ears that I own. These are my only comparison. I actually have made a video on these that I'm gonna eventually upload. And these are, well, they were made in 2004. What did you expect? Like, they're not that great, but they were back then. I don't know. Meh. But these, comparison, it's like if I'm comparing them to the XM4s here, they're decent. These are nice. Like, they block out a good amount of sound. It's not the best I've ever seen. I think that the Pro 2s have much better noise canceling and transparency than these, but these are still good. It's not. I'm not like shaming them saying they're bad. No, these are great. These also have wireless charging. These don't. If these had wireless charging, then that would actually be phenomenal. Because the way you don't have to like set them down like you would with these. You set them down flat slide when I just have wireless charger for them. Which the Pros, I think they have wireless charging, but these don't. Terrible. So, and also the fitment on these, much better. As you can see, these are like very similar to in-ears. Just plop them in here. You got the ear tips. I got these because I'm using ones that are still in the package. They come with like 3 pairs. These, they just kind of sit in your ear, but not in your ear. But I think the fitment on the Galaxy Buds is much better than the fitment on the AirPods. So, what's the price difference between the AirPods and the Samsung? Well, these are, like I said, $130. These, I didn't buy them brand new from Samsung. I bought them brand new off eBay for, get ready, $40. $40. These are trash in comparison to these. Like, I will say you can't use any of the EQ features on these when you're using an iPhone. Because I use an iPhone. I'm using an iPhone 13 to film the videos. Where is my iPhone from right now? Good. iPhone 5C. So, not 5C, I'm 5S. When using the Buds with an iPhone, it's not the best experience, I would say. I mean, it works. It'll pair really easily. You can use all the features, but you have to use the one thing I hate on these touch controls on the Buds. They'll look like this. Like that's terrible. I'm like, if I like brush up against a surface, it'll like stop the noise canceling. Like I'm like trying, because I have long hair, and when I like try to brush it back behind my ears, I brush the Buds, and I turned off what I was listening to. I hate that. I wish I didn't have that at all on these. I know on like on the Pros, they have like a indent in the stem that you would use for all your touch controls, and like that makes a lot more sense. I prefer that. But if you use your Samsung Buds with an Android, the only Samsung phone I own, if you use it with this, it's much better. When you pair it to your phone, it has all the controls on the settings. You can mess with the EQ and whatnot, and it's a much lovelier experience with these. And it has reverse wireless charging, which iPhones do not. So, the great evaluation. I hate these and I love these. These are so much better than the AirPods by miles. Like, these sound meh, the battery life is not good, no wireless charging, no ANC, and no transparency mode. And these getting lost all the time is so annoying. These, noise canceling, transparency, wireless charging. I think that the case quality, I would say, is much better on the AirPods, but it's not that big of a difference. The fitment's better, the battery life, I think it's like 30 hours, including the case. And I think it's like 3 or 4 with the Buds. I don't know what these are. I think it's like 15 hours plus the case as total. I'll put it on screen what the actual timing is. But these are miles better than these. At like a third of the price. Like, why would you even buy these anymore when you've got this as an option? It's because of, you know, having that brand kind of thing. Yeah, you can buy a crappy watch, and if you buy Gucci, then like everybody would be like, "Oh my gosh, she's got a Gucci watch," but you could buy like a really nice watch from Citizen, and everyone's gonna like not care. Like branding, these are made by Apple, one of the biggest companies ever. Look at, I've got their MacBook here as my cable accessory, as I'll call it. Like, just having the brand is the idea with these. Where, you know, Samsung's still a big company, but it's not as desirable as Apple is. Which is why these are, actually, I'm pretty sure these literally are the most popular earbuds ever. I think between wired and wireless. But the Samsungs, after, I think I've had them for what, 2 weeks? These are so much better than these in every way, and I regret purchasing this many AirPods. I've got so many AirPods. Because Apple's terrible.